Avoid these common mistakes in your UK spouse visa application. The UK spouse or partner visa is not a cheap application to make. While the requirements may seem straightforward on paper, even a small mistake can lead to a refusal. And even if your application is refused, unfortunately, the application fee is non-refundable. In this video, we'll guide you through some of the most common mistakes applicants make when applying for a UK spouse or partner visa. From insufficient financial evidence to missing documents and inaccurate information, we'll cover the key pitfalls you need to avoid to give your application the best possible chance of success. What applicants must understand is that the UKVI caseworker assessing your application does not take a sympathetic view of your case. Their job is strictly to ensure that all the legal requirements are fully met. If any criteria is not satisfied, they will then consider whether there are exceptional circumstances that justify why certain requirements cannot be fulfilled. With such a black and white decision process, you simply cannot afford to miss any detail in your application. This primarily comes down to the supporting documents you provide. Your documents must be tailored specifically to your and your partner's circumstances and fully reflect the information you submit in your application. So let's take a look at the common mistakes individuals make in regards to this. Incorrect or insufficient evidence for the financial requirement. This is the most common area where applicants make mistakes, and it is often the primary reason for application refusals. Unless the sponsor is currently receiving certain welfare benefits, applicants must provide evidence that their sponsor, for applications made outside the UK, earns at least £29,000 gross per annum. For applications made within the UK, the applicant may also include their income to meet this requirement. This financial threshold can be satisfied through various sources, including income from employment, non-employment income, such as rental income from property, cash savings, pension income, self-employment earnings, or income as an employee and/or director of a specified limited company in the UK. Providing the documents you submit clearly demonstrate your source of income from one or a permitted combination of some of the sources mentioned earlier, the UKVI caseworker will accept that you satisfy the financial requirement. The type of evidence you must provide depends specifically on the income source you are relying on. The most straightforward cases usually involve income from employment, where documents such as employment contracts and payslips verify earnings. However, complexity can arise in situations where the applicant or sponsor has only been employed by their company for less than 6 months, receives income as a director of a limited company, or needs to combine sources of income to meet the minimum financial threshold. These are just a few examples of where applicants fail to submit the necessary documents that the caseworker expects to see. Proving your relationship. For UK spouse or civil partner visa applications, your marriage or civil partnership must be legally recognised in the UK. Applications are often refused because some applicants mistakenly believe that a religious ceremony alone constitutes a legal marriage. However, the caseworker will not accept religious ceremonies as sufficient evidence. Any marriage must be legally registered in the country where it took place, and you must provide official proof of this, such as a valid marriage certificate. You must be legally free to marry your partner. For all UK partner visa applications, any previous marriages or civil partnerships of either the applicant or the sponsor must have legally ended. You must provide official evidence, such as a divorce certificate or decree absolute to confirm this. Failure to submit proof that you are or were legally free to marry your current partner is a common reason for refusal. Sufficient knowledge of the English language. With very few exceptions, applicants from non-majority English-speaking countries must prove that they have sufficient knowledge of the English language. This can be proven either by holding a degree or academic qualification that was taught or researched in English, or by passing an approved English language test at a minimum of CEFR level A1 in speaking and listening. For those with a degree or academic qualification from outside the UK, it needs to be recognised by ECTIS, formerly UK NARIC, as equivalent to a UK bachelor's degree or higher, and a certificate from ECTIS will be required to prove this. If you need to pass an English language test, it is important to note that it must be taken in a test centre that is currently approved by the UK VI. There have been instances where visa applications were refused because the test centre is no longer on the approved list of the UK VI, but was approved in the past. Tuberculosis test. Applicants may be required to take a tuberculosis or TB test depending on the country they are residing in or applying from. The full list of countries where a TB test is required is available on the official gov.uk website. In addition, the clinic where the test is taken must be approved by the Home Office. A list of Home Office-approved tuberculosis test centres is also available on the gov.uk website. Also note that your TB test certificate is only valid for 6 months and will not be accepted by the caseworker if you submit your application after this. Translation of documents. Any official supporting documents, such as marriage certificates, that are not in English or Welsh must be translated. Failure to do so can result in your application being refused. The Home Office's official rule requires that each original document must be accompanied by a full translation that can be independently verified. Each translated document must include a statement from the translator confirming it is an accurate translation of the original document, the date of the translation, the translator's full name and signature, and their contact details. These are some of the most common reasons UK partner visa applications are refused, many of which are easily avoidable with careful planning or getting the right guidance. If you're unsure about your personal situation or feel confused by any of the legal requirements, it's always recommended to seek professional legal advice. Simple mistakes can prove costly or cause unnecessary delays and stress for everyone involved. However, if you're not ready to invest in professional legal fees, don't worry, we've got you covered. Our free UK spouse and partner visa guide and email series are the perfect starting point to help you navigate the UK spouse visa application process. It's packed with essential information to simplify your application and ensure you don't miss any important steps. You can grab your free copy using the link in the description. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss future updates on the UK spouse and partner visa application process and requirements. Stay tuned for more.